Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Whittaker. If you are new here, please drop a subscribe down below. Please follow me on my other social media handles, which will come down here somewhere, where you can get regular updates about what I'm up to. But today we are doing a comparison video. I've recently reviewed the Mavrick Hybrid, and I said I'd do a comparison video, so I'm going to be comparing it to the ORKA Reflex Hybrid. They're both 20 degrees. The shaft in this is a regular shaft. So I've matched it up with a regular shaft in the ORKA Reflex Club to try and match them up as much as possible. And just to give them a bit of a comparison, because I said the Mavrick was quite hot off the face. So let's compare it to the ORKA Reflex. There's a slight difference in size, as you can see, but they're both 20 degrees. They're both hybrids, so it's about as best as I can match them up. If you want the spec on the Mavrick Hybrid, there is another video somewhere on my channel to have a look at. But let's just do a quick comparison. Let's get in the simulator, let's hit some balls, and let's see if there's any difference between the two. Right, so we'll start off with the Mavrick Hybrid because we've tested that before. I'll just hit 5 shots in quick succession and we'll see what sort of distance we get so we can compare it to the Reflex. What I like about this club is how good it sounds when you hit it. It's quite tinny, but it sounds like a powerful tinny. It sounds amazing off the club head. Right, it's 5 with the Mavrick. Let's move on to the Reflex. Okay, the Reflex Hybrid then. Smaller head, more iron-like, not to my liking personally, but let's give it a go. Just feels a little bit long for me. Yeah, and because of that, I just caught it a little bit fat, but it did all right. Just catching this one fat because the smaller head feels really long. So it's just making me catch this fat a little bit, but that's me. Let's try and stand a bit further back. It just feels like this shaft is a bit too long for this club. All right, we got that one. Out to the right, but seems to be the thing today. All right, that one's out the heel. But it's done all right. It's just ballooned up a little bit, really. Yeah, just heely, high spinning balloon shot, that one. It's a better hit. Yeah, nice and straight. Good distance. Right, that was the ORKA Reflex Hybrid. Let's take a look at the numbers. Right then, top one here is the Callaway. So average ball speed 133. I hit them all pretty decent and they all went over 200 yards, so averaging at 213. Had no flyers this time. Launch angle 20.5, probably a little bit too high for a 20 degree hybrid. Peak height 40, so that was decent. Let's go to the Reflex. Ball speed down, but I did have a fat there. Launch angle the same. Spinning slightly less. That's considering I had a big Healy high spinner in there. Average 205. So there's not a great deal between them, to be honest. So yeah, 5 shots with each. I mean, you could sit here all day and take 20, 30 shots, but it just shows it's down to strike. And to be fair, they're both pretty much as good as each other. Personally, I prefer the Mavrick over the ORKA. One for size, because they're just so different in size. Because this is quite small headed, to me it makes it feel like the club's really long. In reality, it's no longer than the Mavrick. It's just because of the small head, in my head it feels like it's a really long shaft, and it feels too long for the club. But that's me. You can get the shaft made smaller, but that's just with the shaft I've got and the shaft I put in it. So that's been a little bit of a comparison between the Mavrick and the ORKA Reflex. Big difference in price, as you can imagine. Callaway over £200, the Reflex is under £200. It's down to personal preference and fitting and what sort of strike and launch conditions you get with it. If I was buying now, I'd be buying the Callaway personally. Prefer the look, prefer the sound off the face. But if money was a problem, or money you didn't want to spend over £200 on a hybrid, then the ORKA Reflex, The ORKA GS5, which is a more wood-like hybrid. I only use this because it's more iron-like to match with the Maverick one. When I get the Maverick hybrids in, I might compare that to the GS5, but on this occasion, I'll be picking the Maverick over the Reflex. So that's been my comparison between the Maverick Hybrid and the ORKA Reflex Hybrid. Thank you very much for watching. Again, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Follow me on my other social media handles that are linked down below. And don't forget to give this a like and comment down below. Have you tried hybrids? Have you compared two hybrids? And what do you think of the Maverick and the ORKA Reflex? But until next time, I'll see you soon.